And you could see why. This video speaks for itself behind us, Andrew.
Yeah, the snow's still ongoing. Thankfully, though, we're not going to add to any more road issues with this current snow that is out there right now. We're going to take a pause from what's happening right now and take a look at what did happen last night, earlier this morning. And that, again, is some lake effect snow. And across parts of Cass County, this is what we were saying yesterday. We had a bulls of around 2 to 5 inches. And it panned out. And in fact, in Vandalia, Marcellus slightly overperformed. 6 to 7 inches across northeastern Cass County there. Cassopolis coming in at 5, as well as Edwardsburg. White Pigeon coming in also at 5 inches as well. Got one more page of snow reports for you. North Liberty, 4 inches. Niles coming in at 2.5. Goshen, right around that 1 inch mark, as well as in the South Bend, and slightly just below 1 inch into LaPorte. And if you don't see your town on here, go ahead and send me a message on Facebook or head to WNDU.com. We would love to see what did fall at your location overnight into this early Tuesday morning from that lake effect snowfall. So where do we go from here? We have had a first alert weather day out for last night and this morning. We've extended it through the afternoon, and this is why. We did have snow-covered roadways for this morning. Thankfully, most of those main roads are now on the okay side, mainly just wet with a few slick and slushy patches on them. The problems are still these side roads, secondary and back roads. That's where some of them are still snow covered and slick out there. We want to make sure the kiddos get home safely from school. We'll be able to end out this first alert weather day as we get on into this evening. Any of this lake effect snow should be ending here over the course of the next 2 to 3 hours between 2 and 4 p.m. as we'll finally start to see this lake effect snow machine shutting off temporarily here into Michiana. And I say temporarily as this Friday does begin December. I'll have to wait and see what December holds in store here for northern Indiana, southwestern Michigan. Live look at our first alert weather camera overlooking Mishawaka, Douglas, and Maine. This morning on 16 Morning News Now, we were showcasing these roadways completely covered with snow. Not the case now, mainly just wet with a few slushy patches on them. And the same scenario up into St. Joe as well. But it's a cold day. Burr out there, 14 degrees with that wind chill, with that west wind sustained up into the teens. Live look at 16 Doppler max. We do have scattered flurries south of the bypass, north of the bypass, up into southwestern Michigan. That's where we're still looking at a few of these more darker blues. And that's some more intenser bands of snow kind of sandwiched in between Dowagiac, Cassopolis over towards Vandalia. And that's where that's remained parked throughout much of the day. Wind trend for the rest of this Tuesday. Well, we're finally going to start to very slowly start to step back that wind just briefly as we head on into this evening. And notice how we start to switch this wind from the northwest to the west. That will help shut off the lake effect snowfall machine. But no matter how you shake it, it's a cold one out there. We've got wind chills still into the single digits from LaPorte, South Bend, Plymouth, all the way down towards Warsaw for the rest of the afternoon. And speaking of the rest of the afternoon, Future Track starts to clear out those snow squalls nicely. Lake effect snow should come to an end again between 2 and 4 p.m. We'll just be left with scattered flurries for the rest of this Tuesday. And then eventually, as we head on into Wednesday, that's when we finally thaw out the forecast here. Once we get into the afternoon, lots of sunshine, highs getting back up well above freezing for all of Michiana. That'll help melt any snow that is on the ground. And by Thursday, Friday, should be well on our way into the 40s, but already watching our next system. Thankfully, it'll be too warm for snow, but we'll have to watch out for a few scattered showers moving on in late Thursday into Friday.
Okay, this is good, but you said it. We're just extending that because people still got to get home.
Right, we want to make sure everyone gets home safely. And again, those side roads and those secondary roads, those are still the problematic roads right now.
Okay, sounds good. We appreciate the update. Thank you, Andrew. We've been through Black Friday. We've been through Cyber Monday.
Today, we are celebrating Giving Tuesday. It's been around for a while, but it's